Listen, black guys, no matter the outcome, remember, it's always going to boil down to how you feel about yourself and what you think of your possibilities. You're not going to become the man that you desire if you don't often think about the things that you've done and accomplished and the man that you were. Life is a process. Life is a journey. It's not a success point. It's not an end point. A lot of you black guys really don't commit to anything in your life because you're not committed to yourself. You're not committed to yourself because you're not committed to the work. Stop being committed to the goal and commit yourself to the work it takes to get to the goal. It's really that simple. You know, when I think about my failures and think about your failures, we often always rely on the doubts. All right? Not good enough, not good looking enough, not smooth enough, not smart enough, not well equipped enough, don't have enough money, etc. Keep in mind, for those that have achieved what you desire to achieve, the only thing they did was tap into their reservoir of themselves. The money, the fame, the success, the notoriety is nothing but a reflection of what they had inside their entire time and what you have inside the entire time. Your bank account, all of that is reflective on you. What you do is not the money. You are the money. You are the walking bank account, because nothing can be achieved without you. Nothing that you've achieved was achievable without you. Your brains, your intellect, your awareness, your will, the fire, the hunger, the ability to overcome adversity. So, black guys, I just want you to take this with you. You know, I know we're going to an interesting time. With whoever the outcome of the president is, it doesn't matter. Because we've never had a president that's been completely on our side or had our best interests. However, there have been black men who've always overcame and become the kinds of men they've always admired themselves to become. No matter the obstacles. That's the thing about black guys I want them to understand, is that you have all that it took the entire time. I know I said it a lot, but I just don't want you to take it for granted. We've been enslaved. We've had Jim Crow laws, Black Code laws, drug era, incarceration eras, all odds against us. And there's still been black guys who've achieved. Because even going back further than that, in ancient Africa, Alkebulan is what they would call ancient Africa. See, most don't know that ancient Africa was called Alkebulan, or Ethiopia, by a lot of foreigners. Africa is a white general from Rome who conquered North Africa, and therefore it labeled it Africa. Africanus was his name, and labeled it Africa before there was Alkebulan or Ethiopia. See, through all that, even through the lot of, black, and I don't refer to black African nations, the territories, as tribes. Tribes is a European way of describing people who they believed had lower intellect. Not a tribe. It's not African tribes. We never had tribes. We had nations. We had territories within that Alkebulan continent. We've been through all that. Been through the wars with each other. And black gods still achieved. We've been through the most, baby. You are a result of the most. The most. There was legal laws that prevented you from reading, from learning, from thinking. We overcame all that. You overcame all that because it's in your DNA. Greatness is in your DNA. All you got to do is tap into it. Excuse me. And I tell a lot of you black guys that to marry black women, if you don't marry black women, if you haven't married a black woman, I don't make no qualms about that because most of us marry black women. Less than 15% of us commit to, relationships and marriages with women who aren't black. So that's not a concern of mine. Because majority of us still commit to black women. We make babies with black women. We just got to get out of business of making baby mamas out of black women and making wives out of black women. That's the cool thing to do. That's the wave. That's best for our lineage's future. But you can't do that if you continue to self-defeat yourself mentally. Continue to doubt yourself. Continue to feel that you're not good enough. You are good enough. It's in your genes. The evidence, the proof is in your genes. The only part you have to do is do the work. That's it. That's literally it. You just got to do the work and eliminate the expectation of it manifesting right now. Eliminate that. Because truth is, wealth is built over time. Mansa Musa didn't become the richest man to have ever existed in one day. It took time. But you know what? He also stood on the shoulders of those who did the work before him. Are you cultivating a Mansa Musa? Ask yourself that, black guy. His grandparents and great-grandparents weren't there to see it come to fruition, but they were a part of the process and the journey. You can get the spoils and the riches of your work right now, but the truth of the matter is you're never going to see all that it's worth until lineages later, because that is what it's worth. For future black guys and goddesses to not have to endure what you had to endure because you made the sacrifices right now. Life is an 80-20 rule. 80% hard work, 20% luxury and pleasure. 80% instability, 20% stability. That's what the world is made of. That's what nature is made of. The world is mostly water. A smaller percentage of the world is land. That should be reflective of how you must conduct your life and the expectations you must set of yourself. It's not always going to be a pretty journey. It's not always going to be glamorous. Not always going to get the name, the fame. Not going to be popularized. But you don't do it for that. Do it for your lineage. They do it so they can have better, so they don't have to come back to people like me, videos, content, to start again. And believe it or not, you're going to be around a lot longer to see what they have to endure and don't have to endure due to what you did or didn't do. It's never too late. You never make enough mistakes. As long as you're alive and have air in your lungs, it's always potential possibility. I know you all get a lot of slander online, a lot of hate online. You got to understand that those people who hate you or criticize black men are only a result of the black men before them that didn't do the necessary work and make the necessary sacrifices. That's it. Don't continue that lineage of passing on poverty and hard times. Do the work. Focus on the work. Set a goal. But your prize is in the work and in the journey, because that's going to make you a better black guy. Fearless black man, Fear Coach D'Amicos here. Check it out.